ladies. We'll get started with chair class today. So, get yourself comfortable. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Toes are picked up, spread wide. You're a little bit more forward on your chair. Hands can be wherever's most comfortable for you. And we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall, our seated mountain. Nice and tall, shoulders down away from the ears. We're not jutting the head back or up, nothing like that. We're just keeping it centered over our body. Fingers, our palms up so we don't touch anything. Couple nice big breaths from here, in and out through the nose. Just settle yourself. Let everything go on that exhale. All right, next exhale. We're going to bring the chin to the chest. Just let the head hang. Don't forget to breathe. All right, next inhale. Slowly bring the head back. Up to where you started. Back of the head's going to drop. Chin raises to stretch open the neck. Go as far as comfortable for you. As always, I want you to stay safe, challenged, but not in pain. All right, next inhale, bring that head back up to your center. We're going to look to the right side. Try to get that chin towards the shoulder as best you can. We'll swap sides. Inhale, move to the left. All right, and on your next exhale, back around to your center. We're going to drop right ear to right shoulder. Make sure the left isn't climbing up. It stays down away from the ear. And we're not hiking the other one up. It stays down away from the ear as well. Make sure you're breathing. And we'll swap sides. Inhale, move. Exhale, over. And same thing. I want to make sure that the shoulders stay down. Just because we're holding a pose doesn't mean we need to hold our breath. All right, next inhale, that head comes back up to center. We're going to drop the arms, swing them out and up. Down on your exhale. And again, nice and big. Really reaching as you go, all the way up, down as you exhale. And one more time. Inhale all the way up, down as you exhale. Okay. As always, our seated twist. Grab the chair with your right hand or whichever one. Shoulder leads, head and neck follow. Knees and hips don't move. You can push yourself around with that hand on the knee, or you can even give yourself a little pull around with the hand on the chair. Nice big breaths. Make sure that you're using as much lung space as you can. And on your next exhale, we'll come to the center. Do the same thing on the other side. Other hand grabs the chair, shoulder leads, head and neck follow. And again, you can give a little push if you'd like. Big breaths, remember. All right, back to your center. If you need to hold that pose a little bit longer, by all means, feel free to pause and do that. We're going to do a wide leg forward fold from here. Heels on the mat, toes pointed out, hands on the knees. We're going to come forward with the chest. We're not leading with the head and rounding the shoulders. We come forward with the chest. All the way over. Hands to the floor. Head relaxes. All right. Now that we're down here, feet are going to press into the floor as if we're going to try and come up, but that's just to engage the legs. Keep the head relaxed. Make sure you're breathing. All right, let's do a twist from here. So let the right hand plant, palm down, left arm swings out and up, eyes try to look towards it. Make sure you're breathing. All right, we're going to swap sides. Left hand comes down, plants. Right arm swings out and up. Eyes look to it, if you can. All right, arm comes down. Let the head relax. Relax the feet. Hands to the knees. Bring yourself all the way back. Wiggle those feet together. Let's do a little bit of a leg stretch. We'll sit up nice and tall. One leg comes out in front and the foot is flexed. You want to be on the edge of your chair for this so you have some movement, or I should say some space. And again, we're not rolling forward. We are sitting up tall and coming forward with the chest. Nice strong stretch in the back of the leg. Go as far as comfortable for you. Do the best you can with what you got. Again, if you need to sit here for a little bit longer to stretch out that leg, that's perfectly fine. If not, you can come all the way up on your inhale. Same leg, point the toes. Just want to try and get a stretch on the front of the leg, in through the ankle, front of the ankle. All right, give them a little bit of wiggle. We're going to do seated pigeon or piriformis stretch. So you want to cross that same ankle to the knee. Try, if you can, to level out that knee. Don't worry if you can't. Again, work with what you got. Same thing. Sit up nice and tall. Come forward with the chest till you feel that stretch in the hip. Foot is relaxed. Always adjust. You can always adjust yourself. All right, I'm going to slowly come back up. Uncross, give that foot a little tap. Wake up that leg. Same thing other side. Extend the leg long. Toes point up because the flexed foot. Sit up nice and tall. Come forward with the chest. I say this in every class. Go as far as you can. Do what you can with what you got. Okay. Slowly come back up. Point the toes. Nice little stretch. All right, give him a wiggle. Same thing, piriformis stretch. Cross ankle to the knee. You're going to be tighter on one side than the other. Don't worry about that. Try and get that leg as straight as possible. I am very tight today, so I'm working with what I got. Up nice and sit up nice and tall. Chest comes forward. You need to adjust always. Feel that strong stretch. All right, slowly come back up. Relax that foot. Give them a nice little tap. Okay. So we're going to do a seated side stretch. Technically, I guess you can call this gate latch, but we're going to scoot to the left front corner of our chair, and if you get the sides mixed up, don't worry, we always do the other side. This leg, right leg, is out in front of you. Nice little bend. Left leg extends long out to the side. Toes are up, but you don't have to keep the foot flexed if it doesn't work for you in your hip. You can just have the foot relaxed. All right. Hand on the leg, right hand swings out and up into the air. And you're going to tilt over. Let that hand slide down the leg, and you're not leaning on that leg because you could be able to hold yourself up. It's just there for balance and support. Arm in the air follows the direction that your leg is pointing, and you're not coming forward, you're rolling that shoulder back. And remember, you could hold yourself up here if you needed to. Nice big breath. Get that stretch on the side of the body. All right, seated crescent. We're going to bring ourselves up, hand to the chair, other hand in the air, and you're leaning back. You want a nice long stretch on the other side of the body. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. All right, we're going to slowly come back up to your center first, and then we'll straighten up again. Get ready for pose. Left leg out in front, right leg out to the side. Same thing. We're on the corner of our chair. Make sure your bottom is supported so we don't have any falls. Nice bend in the knee. Leg is extended long. When you're ready, left hand swings out and up. As you tilt over, sliding down the leg. Again, you could hold yourself up here if you needed to. Hand is just there for balance and support. And you are rolling that shoulder back. It's a side stretch, not a forward fold. So make sure you correct yourself. If you can't go as far in the pose, correct, that's perfectly fine. I'd rather you be safe. All right. Seated crescent, swap sides. Left hand on the chair, right hand in the air, and you're leaning back. You want to get a nice long stretch. If you're not feeling a stretch when you do this side of the pose, you're not doing it right. And again, always breathe. All right, bring that arm down. We're going to come back to our center. Now we're going to stand up. We're going to stand up behind our chair. Chair's just going to come forward. Make sure all 4 feet of the chair are on the mat. Make sure that you pull out any little wrinkles. That's always really annoying. So, we're standing behind the chair. We're going to do mini back bends, but let's start in mountain first. You're close enough to the chair that you can bump into it. You're standing nice and tall. Toes are picked up and spread wide. Feet are about hips distance apart. Stand up nice and tall. Couple big breaths in and out through the nose. Let's do our mini back bend. Swing those arms out and up just this one time, and then arms down. Now this is our back bend. Swing it out and up. Thumbs point back behind you, and you're reaching. The bend does not come from the low back. It comes from the upper back. Inhale back up to your center. Arms down. We'll do that again. That's why we don't want our hips to move. We want them nice and steady and stable. Again, swing them out and up. Thumbs point back behind us. Reach. If all you can do is let your head hang, I'm fine with that. If all you can do is let your eyes look up, I'm fine with that. We all have certain limitations. We all have good and bad days. All right, next inhale, back up to your center. Arms come down, half dog, fingertips on the back of the chair. Walk it back. Feet about hips distance apart. Hips reach back. Arms and legs are straight. Head stays between the upper arm bones. Make sure you're breathing. Take advantage of this little pause here. All right, next inhale. We're going to walk towards our chair. We're going to flip our chairs around already. So, we'll flip our chairs. Again, all 4 corners of the chair, all 4 feet of the chair on the mat. We want to be safe. We're going to start in cat-cow. Feet about hips distance apart. Bend the knee, lean over, grab your chair. Thumbs are supported, fingers grab around. I need to make an adjustment, so I step back a little bit. Always, 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 I give you plenty of time to adjust. Arms are straight. Legs are straight. Always on an inhale. Eyes look up, butt curls towards the ceiling. On your exhale, everything rounds for cat side of the pose. Butt tucks in. Cat-cow is a wonderful pose. Gets a nice little stretch going. Gets the blood flowing. You can do this seated. You can do this standing. You can do this modified like we're doing. And you can also do it on your hands and knees. On your next exhale, just come to stillness. We are going to bring our feet a little closer together. excuse me, they don't have to touch, but they should be closer. We're going to do 3-leg table for a balance pose. When you're ready, eyes look down at this chair. Arms and legs are straight. We're going to start with the right foot. You're going to bring the right foot out, back behind you, leg is straight, foot is flexed, preferably, and hold that. Nice core strength and balance. Keep your eyes on the seat. All right, next exhale, bring that foot down. Bend the knees a little bit if you need to. And we'll do the other side. Left leg kicks out. No higher than the hip if I didn't say that before. Arms and legs straight. Foot is flexed. Eyes are to the seat of your chair. All right, bring that leg back down, bend them a little bit. We'll do down dog from here. So, again, hands are nice and gripped. We'll take a little bit of a step back if you need to. Feet, this time, should be a little closer together. We'll do a split leg dog. So, feet are closer together, heels dig into the mat. Hips reach back as your head drops between your upper arm bones. If it's too much on the backs of your legs, just put a little bend in there. Don't be afraid to modify this so that you can continue to participate. We're going to add the leg into it. So, same thing. Everything's down, head's down between the upper arm bones. We're going to kick out the right leg, out and up, as high as you can get it, keeping the legs and arms straight. Bring that leg slowly back down. Bend the knees if you need to. All right. So, same thing other side. Head down between the upper arm bones. Left leg kicks out back behind you as high as you can get it. Foot is flexed or pointed, whichever you like. Bring that leg back down, bend the knees, slowly walk towards your seat. Fix your shirt. All right, so let's continue on this balance. Bring our feet closer together. Again, they don't have to touch, but nice and close. And we're going to do 2-leg table, or leg extensions, whichever you like. We'll start with the right leg, kicking that out back behind us. Foot is flexed if you can. Get your balance. Make sure you're not wiggling. If all you can do is toe touch, I'm fine with that. Just make sure that you're safe. All right, so we're extending the leg as long as you can. We're going to add in the left arm, thumb up, so it stays nice and secure in the joint. Eyes Eyes are looking down. Even if you have to rest your arm on the chair, perfectly fine. All right, bring that all in. Bend those knees. Get ready for the other side. So, again, left leg goes first. Foot is flexed or pointed, whichever's most comfortable. Get yourself balanced. Right arm comes in. Thumb is up so that the shoulder stays nice and secure in the joint. Eyes are looking down at the chair. Make sure you're breathing. All right, we'll let that go. Come back to your hands, or modified hands and knees. All right, let's do another down dog. Step those feet back. When you're ready, heels dig in, hips reach back, head drops. Remember, inversions, and technically this is, are good for you. They help re-energize you, but don't make you crazy. So lightly energizing and body stimulating. All right, so make sure you have a nice grip on your chair. We're going to shift our weight and come into plank. So hips come down. Hands are supporting us nicely. We're not bent arms or anything. Nice and strong. Make sure those hips are down. Your butt doesn't want to stick up. Nice and strong. And we'll move back to down dog. Shift it back. Readjust the feet if you need to. All right. Back to plank. So again, nice strong hands. Move the feet. Shift your weight forward so that the arms take the strength. Nice and strong. Do as long as you can. All right. Shift your weight. Walk towards your chair. Bend those knees, and we'll come to stand up. So, your chair is in perfect position for you to do a modified legs up the wall. We're going to come down and do bound angle first, and then we'll do a corpse pose with our legs up. So, make sure that you have whatever you need. Stop here and rearrange. I have a blanket over here if I need to put something underneath my head. I have blocks here as well if you felt like you needed them for angle. Actually, no. Okay, so let's come down to the floor. Make sure you get down here and that you're comfortable. However you need to do that, your chair's here for safety. Make sure that you are using it. I have a big wrinkle in my mat. actually, let's do a wide leg forward fold first. So, if you can, pull the fleshy parts of your bottom out. You're going to bring the legs to the side of your chair. You're going to get comfy. I know that I need to be a little bit farther away, but that's just me. Situate yourself so that you're as comfortable as you can be. If it's too much on your legs, you can always bring them in. Just try to keep them about chair width apart at the very least. And if it's way too much, you could always keep a bend in the knee if you wanted. Really try and press those feet into the floor. Or excuse me, heels into the floor, legs are pressing down. So, we'll come forward. You want to make sure that you have plenty of space so that you're not going to smash your head. You can hold onto your chair. You can have hands on the thigh, or excuse me, hands on the legs if you need to. You can, if you don't have enough space in your body, you can cross hands, arms, and bring yourself forward. Whatever you're doing, you're not rolling into it. You want to stay nice and straight. You want to come forward with the chest. I'm going to cross my hands, actually my arms, and I'm going to lay my head just rested here. If you need a little bit more, you can always let go. Push your chair away to adjust here. And you could do just your forehead. Whatever works best for you, make that happen. Next inhale, slowly bring yourself back up. We're going to bring the the feet together. And again, you can get yourself situated. You're going to lay back, start in constructive rest, which just means that we're laying on the floor with the knees bent and feet are flat. For bound angle, we're going to bring the feet together, big toes and heels touch. When you're ready, you can let the knees butterfly out to the side. Hands can be wherever is most comfortable for you. Letting the hips open. Letting the belly relax. Letting those inner thigh muscles stretch. If you know that bound angle is too aggressive for you, and you can do this with a pillow or blocks, soup can, roll of toilet paper, you can put your blocks down and give yourself a little support. You can always add on. If you're not feeling so roomy today, you don't have to be. This is an acceptable pose. This is an acceptable way to do bound angle. It doesn't always need to be stretched to the outer limits of space. So just know that you have options. You always have options. Making a video is a little bit more difficult than being in a class. So timing is a little bit different, but always, please, 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 I want you to be safe in your practice. I'd rather you move than not do any. Now, if you like bound angle, you're more than welcome to stay here for a little bit longer. You can always pause if you'd like. But we're going to move on. Next, inhale. Let those knees butterfly back up together. Our hips don't work like they used to, so we're going to give ourselves just a moment to catch up. Now, if you pushed your chair away, you can always hook it back with your foot and bring it closer to you. I'd rather you have more support on the backs of your knees than no support. So, if you need to pull your chair a little bit closer, if you hate your legs up, by all means, do legs out. Or do more traditional corpse pose. I'm going to use the chair. I still need to scoot towards it a little bit so that my knees are comfortably supported. My feet are just wherever they are. So we'll get ready for corpse. All right, so get your hair out from under your head, fix your shoulders, fix your shirt, whichever works for you. Arms out to the side, a comfortable distance away from the body. Palms up. The less we touch, the easier it is for our brains to shut off. A couple cleansing breaths. Be proud of yourself that you actually practiced today. Nice big inhales. With each and every exhale, let your mind go. Let everything in there go. Let everything that's going on in the world be at peace in your head just for a few moments. The list of chores that you need to do and accomplish. Let all that set to the side. Give yourself these few minutes. Working with your breath to create space in the body. Especially times of stress, we get very contracted. We tend to curl up like a little ball. We don't want that. We want to release some of that. Let some of that go. Opening the arms is one of the ways. Slowly coming back, wiggling fingers and toes, gently rocking head from side to side if you need. And we'll bring hands in front of heart if you'd like. Peace, peace, peace. Peace for ourselves, peace for family and friends, and peace for our world. Namaste. When you're ready, you can bring your feet off your legs off the chair and push the chair away from you if you need to. Roll to your right side. Come up to sit. I hope you had a nice time practicing with me today. I'll see you again soon.